What's up? My name is Alex Costa, and when you're a teenager, you're still figuring it out. All you care about is dating, seeing your friends, becoming the cool guy at school. It's easy. It's an easy, structured life. But as you get older, your life definitely gets harder. You start having to make decisions on your own. Which college do I go to? Which career path am I going to be taking? What car should I buy? What financial decisions should I make? Ones that give me instant gratification or not? So today's video is for you guys who are now in your 20s, maybe almost 20, but you want to be a boss. You want to be a successful man by the time you're 30. And trust me, it may seem far away, but it sneaks up on you. By the way, if you're new, hi, I'm Alex, and here we talk about men's fashion, grooming, hair, dating advice, and so much more. And I would love to have you here. So hit that subscribe button below and watch the rest of my videos. The number one thing I'm gonna tell you to start doing right now, regardless of your age, is to save some of your income, your cash. You know, as you get older, you realize that you really can't control your life. You can't control what life throws at you, no matter how many precautions you take, no matter how careful you are. Maybe it's a medical emergency, maybe somebody crashes into your car, maybe something breaks in your house or your computer or something like that, and you have to replace those things, and there's nothing you can do to prevent that. So start saving now, not tomorrow. Start saving right now, right away, so that by the time you're 30, you have a little bit for the rainy day that will come. Number two, be closer to your family. Being close to your family, starts off being pretty difficult as a teenager because it's hard to get your point across, and you want to be a rebel, and you're going to school, and your mom, doesn't like that you stay up late playing video games, and you guys don't really understand each other. But as you get older, things get a little bit easier. You start to understand where your parents are coming from. A lot of times, they just really care about you, and they just really want to make sure that you're safe and that you're moving forward towards a successful future. And that is why they're being annoying. That is why they're pushing you forward. But as a teenager, you don't care. You just want to have fun, right? You just want to go out and have fun and not have to think about your future. You want to think about the right now, the present. Let me tell you though, by the time you're 30, you're going to have changed that mindset, and all of a sudden you do start thinking about your future. And maybe you will have kids of your own, and you're going to start thinking, man, my mom was right. My dad was right. How could I have been so stupid? 8 years ago, I moved to LA on my own, and I packed my bags. I had never been here before. I moved out here, and I can tell you the one thing that I missed the most was definitely my family. So make sure that you take care of them. Make sure that you call them, talk to them, and become closer and closer to them every single day of your life. Number three, invest in your health. Let me say this again. Invest in your health. When you're younger, you take your health for granted, like I did. As we get older, this machine that we call the human body, it doesn't work the same way unless you treat it well. You need to rest, you need to exercise, and you need to start doing that now. You guys have seen me wear this here for about 2 months now. This is called a Whoop, and they were kind enough to sponsor today's video. Whoop is a fitness tracker that provides personalized insight into your body's recovery, strain, and sleep. So every day when I wake up, Whoop actually tells me exactly how many hours I got of light sleep, deep sleep, REM, how many times I woke up at night. It's such an amazing thing to know. You guys know I'm all about data. I love information of any kind. So knowing exactly how my sleep went is amazing. Now, when I wake up and I'm like, man, why do I feel so tired still? I look at my Whoop data and I see exactly why I'm tired. Then I go work out, and he tells me exactly what my heart rate was during my workout, how many calories I burned, and it's all here. It's insane. The amount of information that you get is it's just amazing. This is me when I did my functional training, and this is when I played soccer for 2 hours. Crazy, right? It's like having a personal trainer with you at all times that lets you know if your body is ready to perform or if it needs rest, how much stress your body is ready to handle, and how well you slept. And one of the best things about this, this is a fashion channel, is that it's not a watch. It's different. So usually I don't even wear it here. I'm wearing it here for this video so you guys can see it, but I wear it around my biceps and no one can tell. And then I can just wear a watch. It doesn't look weird. It's not competing. I can still be fashionable, you know what I mean? And if you use the link below, the Whoop itself is free. You only pay a subscription for the service, and they're having their biggest sale right now. 25% off accessories, 25% off subscription service. This is their biggest sale ever. So go check them out. I'll leave a link to their sale in the description below. This is a brand that I absolutely love and I wear 24/7. So I really believe in this, and I can't wait for you guys to start wearing yours. Go check them out. The link is in my description. Number four, this is something that I highly recommend you do before you're 30, all right? Take a solo trip somewhere. Anywhere. If you've been waiting for your buddies for 5 years to cross off that bucket list place, right? Maybe it's Japan, or maybe it's skydiving, who knows? Then maybe you should go alone. I'm just saying. Maybe your friends are taking a little bit too long. And traveling alone is one of the best ways to clear your mind and to fully think about life. You know, it's actually really good for your mental health. Also, one of the things that I noticed when I traveled alone, and I've done it a few times, is you meet new people. Because when you travel with friends, you're kind of just like stuck together and you're talking to your friends, and that is really it. You have your little circle. But when you're by yourself, you're looking outside of just that little circle. You're looking around. Who's out here? Who can I meet? Who can I say hi to? You look around, you make eye contact with other people. Things that you wouldn't even do if you had your friend next to you, because you'd just be talking to that person. So it is an amazing way to meet new people, see a new place, and get some time for you. Get some time for yourself to think about life, think about your future, and so much more, and enjoy it. Next up, I couldn't leave this out. You have to invest in your education. You know, you can never go wrong in investing in yourself, your knowledge, and I'm here to tell you that you can do that at any age, but the sooner the better. It's just better because you have more time when you're younger, right? When you're older, you're trying to think about money. You got to pay your bills. You know, if you have a partner, you're trying to take care of that partner. If you have kids, you got no time whatsoever. So do it when you're younger. I remember when I was 19, I started this like Call of Duty team in Brazil, and we were playing competitively. I know it sounds funny, but that's literally what this channel was about back in the day. I was going to college for criminal justice. I was taking classes to become an EMT because I wanted to be a firefighter, and I was working as a waiter. I mean, I was doing all of these things. I was really investing in myself. Obviously, the waiter job sucked. It is what it is. But at the same time, I knew that in the future, you know, by me going to school, by me taking these classes, by me investing in myself, I would have a better future. Little did I know that this would become my full-time job. But man, I really worked hard, and I invested in myself to make sure that I had a shot, to make sure that I had a chance at being successful later on. Next on the list, stop holding grudges. You know, all our lives we grow up and we hold grudges against people who did something to us when we were kids. Like, oh man, Johnny really stole my pencil in school in 5th grade. I hate that kind of person. I don't really like Johnny anymore, and I'm gonna hate him until I'm 50. Why? Johnny doesn't even remember that. I can guarantee it. I know Johnny, and he told me. I'll give you guys an example. I used to play soccer with this kid in high school, and you know, we were good. We were very similar in terms of our skill, right? We were the skill base wise, we were very similar. So I didn't like him because I'm like, no, I want to be better than him. And he said, no, I want to be better than you. We were very competitive. And then we became like kind of enemies just because we played soccer together on the same team. And I didn't speak to this kid for the longest time because of that. How stupid is this? Right? And I actually really liked him. He was a nice, smart guy. Like, we actually got along really well outside of the soccer field. So why was I holding a grudge against this person because he wanted to be competitive? And I mean, same thing for him. Why was he holding this grudge against me? So I let that go. And recently we actually just reconnected. It was the best thing ever. It was so dumb for us to not do that in the first place. Next on the list, read your favorite book series. I know, what? Reading out of paper and book? Wow, that's insane. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Get an actual physical book, read it. Sit down in the sun or at home in your AC, whatever your vibe is, and just relax and kind of dive into the story as much as possible. Head first. Forget about the real world for a while. Just dive into the story and travel within this book. You know, I'll never forget the first time that I actually enjoyed reading a book, like enjoyed it, was Harry Potter when I was a kid. And I remember just blasting through that book. I mean, the first and the second ones, I read them back to back. The third one wasn't out yet. And within a weekend, you know, I was done with both of them. And it was me and my friend, my buddy from school actually at the time. And I sat on one couch, he sat on the other couch, and we were just reading. And I look at that now and I remember it and I'm like, wow, I don't see a lot of that anymore. And it was such a cool feeling. I really felt like I was in that wizard world back then. It's not like a movie, it's so much more than that. And, you know, obviously I'm using Harry Potter because it was like a light switch for me. It was like, wow, I actually enjoy reading. If the story is good, I actually do truly enjoy it. But you can read whatever series you want, whatever type of book you'd like, and just fall into that story and enjoy it. Hey, maybe you can take it on that solo trip and enjoy the book and the trip at the same time. My next advice to you, this is something that you should definitely do before you're 30. I just made it. I think I did it when I was 29, is try to know more about your family history. You know, nowadays there's so many services that tell you about your family history. It's a lot easier to find out. Back in the day, I had no idea. I had to ask my parents and they also didn't know. But now you know exactly where your ancestry is, you know, where you came from or where your blood is from. You can check your DNA and all of that. And it's an amazing thing to be able to understand why you look a certain way, why you act a certain way, why you have this culture, where you live. It really is eye-opening and exciting to understand and learn more about your family history. So I highly recommend you do that whenever you can. I was born and grew up in Brazil, and so 70%, I'm 70% Portuguese, but I also have like 9% African, and it's crazy. So I highly recommend you give it a shot. And number 10 is more of a personal thing. I'm gonna say you should do it. If your religion doesn't allow for it, then don't, obviously. Get a tattoo. If you've been thinking about it, if your religion allows for it, if you're excited, maybe a little bit nervous, get it. Go for it. Go for it. You go for something small if you want to start out with. I started out with something very small right here, and then now my whole leg is done. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen that, on TikTok as well. You know, it's something personal. Make sure that there's some type of history behind it. All of my tattoos have deeper meanings than they seem like they do. I always try to get it based on family, where I came from, my future, my past. Those are things that, you know, are always there. It's for you. It's not for other people. That's how I see tattoos. Guys, if you made it this far, don't forget, Whoop is having their biggest sale ever, 25% off their subscription, their accessories, and all of that, and it is free. It's such an amazing service. I absolutely love this brand. I've been wearing this for 2 months non-stop, and I'm gonna continue to wear it. I'm gonna continue to wear it every single day. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you more than you know. Make sure to check out my TikTok and Instagram. It's at Alex Costa. I post there every single day, and I would love to see you there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and happy holidays, man. Thank you so much. Peace.